All right, I'm live. Here we go. How you doing, everybody? Man, that light is bright. What the heck? Why is that light so bright? All right, I'm gonna fix the light. Hang with me here. I'm gonna fix the light. I'm fixing the light. Gotta bring it down a notch. My goodness. Good grief. All right, here we go. Here we go. So here's the deal. I got wait, I don't let me tell you what's going on here. I don't know if I did this the right way, but I got one. I'm going to give it to somebody and I'm going to call out that person in this live stream. Okay? So hang tight. Here it is. I got one, never been opened. I love this thing, by the way. I got one. I've got the old NES classic one as well. That's the Super Nintendo one. So anyway, let's let the audience build up a little bit, and then we'll definitely do that, okay? And I'll be just like the other night. I'll pay special attention to people who are doing this super chat thing. That's pretty neat. Oh, spider on me. Got rid of it. Hey, what's going on? Billy Crank is here, everybody. Billy Crank is awesome. He's a friend of mine. I'm producing a movie here pretty soon that I'm going to be announcing shortly. I can't wait to tell you about it. I'm so excited. And it's going to be great. It's a family film. It's going to be a blast. I think you guys are going to get really behind it and so excited about it. It's got real Hollywood stars in it and everything. And I'm going to be announcing more about it soon. But anyway, Billy is going to be a part of that and some other exciting things that we have down the road here. Are you and Ed Bass going to film together again? Man, I hope so. I love Ed, and we have had so much fun filming together in the past. I'd say that it's time. In fact, it's overdue. All right, what else? All right. Let's see here. I'm looking at, I'm trying to look at some comments. You're going kind of fast here. Who's Ed? Ed Bassmaster. We used to film together all the time. Jack, you're drunk. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm not. I don't drink, actually, but I do act a little crazy sometimes, and I get all... Maybe there's a little bit of Jim Brewer in me. Jim Brewer is sober too, by the way, but people say that I look like him. I don't know. I guess there's a resemblance or something. I don't know. I have always, ever since I can remember, I've had a little bit of that kind of, personality. I'm not as animated as Jim. I might act like it right now, but Brewer is a little more, he's just... And except with the heavy eyelids, which I can't do. I don't have. Dr. Galazquix. Now, why does that have to be your last name? Hold on. Dr. Galazquix. Man, will you ever sell different color blue? Thank you, by the way, for the super chat. Yeah, it's funny. I thought about that, and people, I'll show you what he's talking about, by the way, if I have one. Oh, yeah, here we go. I don't have one in a package right now, but this is what a Pooter looks like. There it is. There it is right there. You can kind of see. And a Pooter, here you go. Hold on. This is a Pooter. Oh, somebody just did who is this? Look at that. All right. Swiss Cheesio 7 said, "Love your videos, Jack. I got Pooter a few years ago, and it's really worn out now." Yeah, it is a toy. Like, it's funny because I get some people who are like, my Pooter broke after a while, and it's a toy. It's not made to last forever. But I'll let you in on a little secret that's pretty awesome. Sometimes you can use this thing to death. And by the way, if you're just watching this for the Nintendo and you don't know who I am, and you're like, what is this piece of rubber thing that he's flashing around? It is a It's a fart noise toy. There you go. And the reason I do that is because it muffles the sound. It's really fun. People sometimes can't seem to make the same sound that I make. And so they get frustrated with it. They're like, I just got one and it didn't make the same sound that Jack makes in his videos. Well, it's just because I'm good at it, and everybody can get just as good at it. And there you go. You really can make deep, deep sounds with this thing. In fact, do I have what you need is I'm going to tell you, Pooter wax is a formulated like chapstick type of material that you rub around here, and it sticks to your hand, and you can really get a deeper tone out of it. But it's starting to get deeper now because I'm warming it up and stuff. Anyway, that's what a Pooter is. For those of you who don't know, thepooter.com if you want to buy one. Pooter, the Pooter, and that's what we're talking about here. This is not a live stream to plug the Pooter necessarily, but I saw some questions and what is this thing, and so I'm just kind of I want to tell you about it so that you at least know what we're talking about. Okay, handsome nephew face, please. It's a little thing I do. Oh man! All right. They're going by fast. Hold on. Hey Jack, hold on. Hold on. I'm not, some of these comments I can't. I just can't even respond to. But James said, "I miss your reality show that was on TV." Thank you, James. I appreciate that. And by the way, since you brought it up, I wasn't going to talk about this either. But since James brought it up, something's happening. Something's happening pretty soon, James. You're the first to know about it. I'm very, very excited. We're moving soon again. We've moved quite a few times. This time we are moving. I don't know if it's okay. Yeah, I think I could say. Yeah, we are moving to Las Vegas, Nevada. We're in Nashville, Tennessee right now, but we are very soon moving to Las Vegas for an opportunity that is happening that pertains to what James just said about our reality show. I do too, James. I really miss that. We had so much fun filming that, man. I got to say, it was really a blast. Alex said, "Are you going to be on HLN?" No, I am not going to be on HLN. I guess I can just talk about this stuff freely now. HLN was, listen, everybody at HLN was good to me. They were good to my family. I can't complain. I won't complain. And I certainly am not going to badmouth HLN. But the situation was that they were rebranding themselves at the time from the news, the Nancy Grace Network / Forensic Files reruns. And they started to experiment, and they did their very first ever original television show, and it was Jack Vale Offline, and we did a season of it, and it was so much fun, and the ratings were really good for the network for what it was, you know. And at one point, between the new episode and reruns, 6 million people or something like that saw it throughout the week, and that was really major for them at the time. So we got picked up for a second season, nice and early, and we were excited about that. We were going to go to Texas and film our second season there. And then a couple of weeks before we left for Texas, our production company was Relativity Media at the time, and they filed bankruptcy, Relativity Media. And when they did that, HLN got cold feet and said, well, if that's going on, we don't, it makes us nervous. That's what happened. It was a bummer. It stinks. It was terrible. But we moved on. We moved on from it, and these things happen. I mean, look what just happened to Tim Allen's show. Like what's it been, like a year ago or less than that or something? 6 months ago, maybe. Pulled the plug on that. Now it's coming back on Fox. But and that was a tremendously successful show. So it was like bizarre. Anyway, you never know. I mean, you got to be prepared for things like this. What is this here? Is that 50? What? One of the greatest YouTubers ever, a living legend. You made my day so many times. Much love from your biggest fan from the Philippines. Love you. No homo, though. Or yes, homo. Love you. Dude, that's funny, man. That's a funny comment. Is that $50 or $250? I don't even know. I don't even know. Can somebody clarify that for me? How do you even click on it to tell? Whatever it is, thank you very much. That's a lot, whatever it is, regardless. Thank you so much. All the way over in the Philippines. Can I tell you? Yeah, it looks like $250. Is that right? Hey, oh, okay. What is your name? Somebody said it's 50. Somebody says 250. I'm probably not going to know until the end. Somebody said it's 479. Somebody said it's 300. Oh, we don't even know. Dear Turbo Time is his name. All right, Turbo Time. I appreciate it, regardless of what it is. Thank you very much. It looks like 250 to me. If it's 50, I'm good with that too. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. I appreciate it. And I'll tell you something, Turbo Time. It amazes me that you're all the way in the Philippines. And here we are communicating like this. Isn't it incredible, right? What time is it over there? Tell me what time it is in the Philippines. Let me see what it says here. Everybody's like that. It's 50, I think. Yeah. Because his name is PHP2. Yeah, I think that's right. See, when you put a number in your name, it makes it very very hard to do anything. All right. It's $4. Okay, so it's Philippines in Philippines money, I think, or something like that. I'm still getting used to this, so I don't understand exactly how this works. Okay, got it. So they're figuring it's Philippine currency. Got it. Okay, cool. Thank you nonetheless. I appreciate it very much. Thank you guys. Hang on one second. My phone is just going off. Hang on, I gotta finish this text real quick. Hang on one second, guys. I'm sorry about this. I got a little. All right, my bad. Really appreciate your efforts. Thank you very much. All right. I haven't seen you live since Blog TV. Oh my gosh, Blog TV. Those were the days, man. Blog TV was fun, but I mean, this is the same thing. This is just as fun, and it's YouTube. I want to say that I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I'm not leaving. Don't worry. I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay here. But I really do appreciate the fact that, oh, it's 10:16 in the Philippines. Wow. You guys, you guys are awesome. I love, I hear people talking about YouTube right now and all the changes and the algorithm and how hard it is for YouTube to make a living. Same thing on me, by the way. It really is. Like it has changed a lot. However, I just kind of decided, look, if that's what's going on, and then I'm just going to try harder. I'm just going to try harder, work harder, put out more content. And that's why every Monday I agreed to start uploading video every single Monday. And I've been uploading new pranks every Monday, just so you know. In fact, I should probably put it in my banner so that it says that. But anyhow, nope, the Nintendo is still up for grabs. And here it is right here. Super Nintendo. You get to play all these games. It's a really fun system too, by the way. Really fun. Does it have Galaga? Oh, Jeff. Hey, what's up, man? No, it wouldn't have Galaga. Galaga might be on. No, I don't think so. That's not a Nintendo thing, is it? If it is, it would be on the NES, I think. I don't know what this means. Using a Patreon link rather than letting YouTube take 30% of donations is a good start. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I know of Patreon, and I have a couple of people who use it that I know. Alex Bowling. Jack, love your videos and your family. You're hilarious. Now, how about this? Let's see how long people will stay on here if you just text the entire time and take selfies. Haha, I watch every Monday. Maybe I'll do that. Alex, thank you very much for your super chat. I appreciate that very much. I really do. Farva F, thank you. Slingblade, your cousin. I did it. I don't know if I assume that's a reference to a Slingblade video that I did several years ago. I did this video, and it was the Billy Bob, from the Slingblade movie, and yeah, yeah. And it was funny. I thought it was funny. I thought it was super silly, but it was a blast. And I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. I discovered that I could do that, and I thought, man, that sounds an awful darn like. It sounds a lot like the guy from the movie, which now we know is Billy Bob Thornton. I think he won an Academy Award for it or something like that. But I went around the store in Walmart or something, and I just went, yeah, French fried taters, and people just thought I was nuts, man. It was crazy. Please, Cherry, I think, said, please do another meetup. And before I leave Nashville, I will for sure. I promise. Probably my place of choice here in Nashville or Franklin is Big Shake's Hot Chicken, which is where I did it last time. It went south a little bit. We had a lot of people come, but I'll tell you what happened in just a second. Annette, look at that. First time I heard of you was today. Go figure. And you're already super chatting me in that. You're so great. Thank you so much. I love that. That's so cool. And I want you guys to know I really appreciate it. There's a misconception out there about, I hear the kids, by the way. So if I'm distracted and I pause, it's because I'm listening for the upstairs. Jackson and Jasmine are little, they're 7 and 9, and I put them down. I read them stories, and I hear some chaos going on up there. I'm trying to listen in case there's anything I got to handle, Thank you, James. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. All you have to do to win the Super Nintendo is hang in there. Just stay here with me. I'm going to pick somebody, okay? Maybe it's based on super chats. No, maybe that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair. I'm not gonna base it on super chats. Okay. In fact, I'm not even gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at comments. Okay. Hey, what's up, Chris Roby? Do you have the YouTube sponsor button yet? I do. Chris, can you tell me about it? I don't know. I do have that available, and it's activated, I think, unless maybe there's something else I have to do. But I see every time I log in, I see it there. I'm gonna figure it out. YouTube sponsor. I actually have a meeting with YouTube on Monday. That's going to be all about, like, we're going to do a screen share, and so they can show me how to use it and stuff. I don't know anything about it, but the truth is, oh, what's going on with Greg Benson? You guys are so entertaining together. It's like Greg is taking a leave of absence. Rhett, I think I can answer that. Greg and I mean, everybody knows that Greg Benson and Jack Vale, once upon a time, were good friends. Something happened. Greg would probably get mad at me if I said this, but he said something about my family that really, it was so nice. I really appreciated the nice things that he would say about my family. So we kept filming together, and it was great. You know, we would do pranks and laugh together, a lot of laughing and whatnot. So yeah, Greg's awesome. I had you going. I know I had you going. So here's what happened, Rhett. Actually, the truth is, Greg and his wonderful wife had a baby, and Charlie, and they've been spending all kinds of time with Charlie, and that kid. And I'll tell you, Charlie, like, there's never been, maybe it's just me. Hey, wait a minute. I'm going to finish the story, but I did not see this. Dustin Powell, thank you so much for your super chat. You always make me laugh. Love your videos. You also have a beautiful family. God bless you and your family. God bless you too, man. Thank you so much. And I appreciate that. I love what I do. I mean, I love it, love it, love it. So when people, please understand, you guys, and I'm going to get back to talking about Greg Benson here in a sec, but please understand, there was a day when, you know, every time I would upload a video, I knew that it was going to get 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 250,000 views. And sometimes you'd upload a video and get 1 million views. Well, those days are like, I mean, even everybody, and if you go back, you start looking at everybody, all the pranksters, everybody, they are all just not getting, it's affected them in some kind of way, some of the changes. And I'll tell you guys something. I really deeply appreciate the fact that even though, you know, I get comments like once in a while, somebody will say like, oh, you know, Jack Vale's washed up or something like that. That stuff, people will say stuff like that in comments because they'll see that if the latest video got 30,000 views or something, you know. But the truth is, I just am busy with so many different projects to even really pay close attention to what's going on in terms of some of the changes that are being made and stuff like that. But I love YouTube, man. You know, there's definite like changes going on and things like that happening. You got to stay up with it. And it just means that you got to work harder. So I don't know if that made any sense or if I'm just rambling. If I am, I apologize. I'll look at this. Huntsville, Tennessee, Jordan Harness. Jordan, did I meet you? You're in Huntsville? Because I was in Huntsville recently. Are you somebody that I know? That's huge, man. Jordan, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, buddy. So wait a minute. Huntsville, Tennessee. I was thinking about Huntsville, Alabama. So we were looking for our new movie that we're producing. We were looking at locations, and we just got back from Huntsville, Alabama recently and found a location there that we got locked in. And so I thought, well, maybe, you know, but you're in Tennessee. Did I meet you at the meetup or anything like that, Jordan, by chance? And either way, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I've never seen you. Just have much respect. Dude, thank you so much. I live in Franklin, by the way. So if you're ever, I don't know where Huntsville is in proximity to Franklin. We've only been here for about 8 or 9 months, but Jordan, thank you. That means a ton to me. Thank you. I really appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, Jordan. Andrew Haugentogler. Been watching for 8 years. Love your stuff. God bless. Andrew, I'm going to say, if I had your last name, I would say it a lot. If I was Jack Haugentogler, I swear I would say that name to everybody that I ever met, ever. If I had to give out my name, I would just be like, Haugentogler, Jack Haugentogler. That would be me. I love that. Love that name. Ever been to Dublin? No. Are you talking about Ireland? I'm not sure. Never been to Ireland. Is there a Dublin somewhere else that you're talking about? Back to Greg real quick. So I don't know if I know I get sidetracked. If somebody super chats me, I get sidetracked because I see it come up. It's very visual. It's like a bright color. Greg has just been having too much fun with his family. And by the way, YouTube, I think, from what I understand, has always been sort of a secondary thing for Greg. I don't know about always, but for the majority of his life, I think it's been kind of a secondary thing. He's an actor, and he's really good, and he's been in like a million commercials, and he's so good. As a matter of fact, we are going to cast him in the movie that we're filming right now that I'm excited about. Man, I cannot wait, you guys. When you hear the star that's in this movie, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. It's awesome. Can't wait. I will be in... Well, let me read some of these. I will be in Nashville, Tennessee on Tuesday. Would love to meet up for lunch. Ryan Mullen. In Nashville, Tennessee on Tuesday. So I'm in Franklin. I won't be in Nashville, but Ryan, hit me up on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and then tweet at me. And I always get all of the tweets. And then we'll communicate that way. Okay? And then we'll figure it out. You know where I always take? I always take people to Big Shake's Hot Chicken. I know it sounds like it sounds like a sponsored deal every time I say Big Shake's Hot Chicken because I say it so much. It's just that it's literally the best. It's the best chicken. It's my favorite chicken. The seasoned fries, the white bean. Oh man, I'm getting hungry now. Edward Garcia, God bless Jack. Hey, thank you, Edward. Appreciate that, buddy. Very, very much. Sharky says I'm priceless. Oh my gosh, what a nice thing to say. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was saying earlier, I love what I do, you guys. I absolutely love what I do. I have the greatest job on the planet. And yes, I do a lot of other projects. I have other things going on related to TV, film, and a big family and stuff. But I'll tell you, my first love will always be not over my family, but I mean, as far as job related stuff, will always be YouTube, because YouTube changed my world. Absolutely changed my life. There's no question about it. Gave me the opportunity to get to do what I love. And I have to take the criticism with some of that stuff. And you know, sometimes I put a video out there. The Handsome Nephew is a good example. One of those videos that I think is hilarious, and it has a real serious fan base. But it's one of those weird things that, like, people. I did one video years ago, and it still became one of the, even though it got hated on quite a bit, people really liked it, and they kept asking me to do it again. So we did it through a drive-through recently. I think the new one's really good. Hey Jack, you ever gonna get back with some of the guys and do elevator farts dedicated to Christian? Love how you hacked into his computer with the flower pen. Sherry, oh, wasn't that great? Wasn't that so much fun? I love that guy so much, and he was an easy target that day, boy. I did a prank called the NSA privacy prank, and I hacked into his webcam. Here's a secret. I didn't actually hack into his webcam. I know that the video kind of says I did, but I had a little trick about it where I had a program that I had his computer information already. So I was able to actually remotely get on his computer without him knowing. Anyway, it was great. It was super fun. Really, really fun. If anybody's asking, yes, I'm going to give this away. I haven't decided to who yet, but I'll let you know soon. I might stay on here for an hour. I'm not 100% sure. Christian's doing great, by the way. People thought he died. Oh, and then Chris, I want to comment on you in a second. Christian didn't die. He is more alive today than ever. He's doing some really fun, exciting things. The reason people thought he died was because we did a video last time he came out here, and me and him and our buddy, Terrence Williams, went out and we laughed hysterically in public. And we do these videos, Christian and I. This time we got Terrence in the mix because he's got one of them crazy animated laughs. And so we all did it together. We're out in the snow, and at the end of the video, we have a shot of Christian slipping in the snow and falling flat on his back. Well, he fell, and we decided to cut the video right there in a way that sort of makes it look like he was injured. And we took an excerpt of an interview that I did with Christian to make it sound like, I want to be remembered this way and all. It's like a nice little memorial thing. And I said in memory of my friend Christian or something like that at the end. It was a joke. And people literally were like, R.I.P. Christian, we're so sorry. Like I was getting messages. He was getting messages from people about dying. I felt kind of bad. I didn't mean it. It was just a joke. And I really didn't think anybody would actually take it that seriously, but he's alive. Anyway, he's alive. And Chris asked, what's the deal with Cellmates? Cellmates is coming. It's in editing right now. It's in post. And it's just a little fun little web series. And the truth is, we looked at the footage, and it's Christian and I. We share a jail cell together, and we shot this series for 4 days. It was at a studio. It was really fun to shoot, and this has been, what's it been? 2 years ago, 3 years ago? It's been a long time, and it's time to finish it, but I just haven't been able to finish it. I looked at the footage and I thought maybe this would be better as a short film rather than a series. So I'm not sure. I'm going to figure it out. Michael says, I appreciate you being open about your faith. That's awesome. The old man masks are still my favorite videos, especially the ones where you tell the fart jokes and then hit them with the pooter. Those are my favorite old man videos too, by the way. And yeah, man. I mean, as far as being open about my faith, it's something I'll never be ashamed of or afraid to talk about or any of that. It's just me. So, yeah, that's how it is. That's how it will always be. All right. The couch video was hilarious. Thank you very much. You mean the old man pooping on the couch, right? Is that what it was? I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about. Hang on a second. Let me read these. How are you going to choose the winner? Ludsama says, well, I'm trying to read these and answer as many as I can at the same time. It's a good question. I think that, it's hard to read all of these comments, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard. I have a feeling something's just gonna pop out at me. Chris, dude, Chris Roby. Your name might be Robbie. I don't know why I always say Roby. I assume it's Roby, but Uncle John was just here for 10 days. We filmed together and we shot some unchapped videos. I wish I could share screen. Could I premiere a video on here? Like only for you guys? Is that possible? Let me look at this. I'm going to look into this and see. Jordan Harness, I want to say thank you again to you, man. Your thing is just still sticking up here. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, man, it means a lot to me. I'm sorry you got punched in one of your Pooter videos. So check this out, you guys. I have a podcast called The Jackpod, and you can listen to it by going to jackpod.com. I talk about a lot of different things. It's every Monday, but last couple of weeks I missed because I was out of town dealing with a family situation, and so I wasn't able to do them for the last couple of weeks. But man, I love my podcast because I get to talk a lot and talk about videos and experiences from the videos and family stuff and, you know, you name it. I have guests and whatever. It's so much fun. I love doing this podcast and I love just kind of, you know, talking about stuff. And the reason I said that is because I was going to comment on something. Oh, the punched video. So I talked about this in the podcast recently. So there's a video years ago. I think it's like 7 years old, 8 years old. And I made this video in Target. I had a Pooter. People laugh at it. Well, here's what happened. In case you haven't seen it, the video is called I Got Punched. And I was in Target and there was an older couple, and before you get mad at me for farting on the elderly, at least I didn't name it that. It's keep in mind too, it's fake fart, but I don't discriminate. I want to be very clear, okay? I do not discriminate. I do not care what the color of your skin is. I do not care what your age is. If I see you and I think you're a good mark and I have a Pooter with me, I'm probably going to use it. Now, keep in mind, because I get like sometimes people are like, you shouldn't mess with the elderly and you should show respect on with the elderly. I do. My stepdad, who I consider my real dad, by the way, because I never knew my biological father growing up. So when my mom married this guy, Bill, he became my dad till the day he died. Well, he just died a few years ago at 94 years old. Fart jokes all the way to the end. He was my inspiration. I would walk into Walmart with him and he would fart loudly for real and then just start laughing about it and take the blame for it. And he would just up and down the aisles. And as a kid, half of me was mortified. The other half was like, this guy's my hero. This is the greatest guy in the world. And so that stuck with me forever. His friends, people that came over all the time, he was always joking around with people. And that stuck with me. And so it doesn't matter to me what your ethnicity is or what your age is, if you're elderly, if you're young. If I have this, I'm probably going to mess with you with this. And it's fun. And I'll tell you, for the majority of the time, old people think this thing is funny. They get fart humor. What did you have to do 75 years ago on the farm but tell each other fart jokes and do this with your armpit? Think about it. Old people appreciate this kind of humor. Now, that said, I talked about this on my podcast just the other day. You got to listen to it because I'm leaving stuff out. I know I am. But about 7 or 8 years ago in Target, I used this on this couple, and the video shows me in an aisle with this lady, and the lady is sitting down in one of those motorized carts. So it really kind of looks like I'm facing this way and she's facing this way, but sitting down and I'm standing up. So my butt is kind of like this. So the aim was right on, right? So there we were. But the thing is, you can't tell really in the video, but I was not that close to her. It was just like almost like any other Pooter video that I've ever made. It wasn't that close. It was more like this. See how you can't really tell much of a difference, but in real life, there's a much bigger difference than you can tell right now. It wasn't perfectly like here. Now we're connected. It was like this. So you can't tell that in the video. That's number one. Number two, I approached the guy. He got up out of his cart and he said, you know, that really isn't that much funny. That's a funny line to me. That really isn't that much funny. Well, I took off. Later on, I felt like, okay, he's probably going to appreciate this because it's just a toy. I approached him and I held it up. You can see in the video that I held it up. And I said, hey, can I show you something? Remember those shows, Candid Camera? And he said he didn't care and he was going to kick my, you know, he wasn't hearing it. And I said, and I was very calm too. I just said, well, can I show you something? And I held this up to show him. And he goes, yeah. And then he decks me in the face. And then I guess he just grazed me. So he had to do it again. So he did it again. It's totally fine. But people think I called the cops on this guy. I didn't. I wouldn't have done that. It's literally in Target's policy that if there's any kind of altercation like that, that involves a physical altercation, they have to call the police. That's what they have to do. So the police showed up. Keep in mind that the cops, they got dispatched to Target. They have to know the story. They got to know why they're showing up. Well, what's going on? Well, they already had the story. The story was, we got a guy here. He's, hello? Oh, it's Sasha. Sasha's our dog. So the story was, we got a guy here. He's got a little fart toy, and he farted with it and squeezed it. And the guy got mad. He's an older guy. He got up. He got mad. He punched him, and he started fighting with the guy and all this kind of stuff. It was crazy, right? Well, when the police showed up, I wanted to be there to greet them. This isn't on video, but I was by the front door, and when they actually got there, I had the Pooter right here, and I was like, this is what it was. I was going to show them what it was and everything. I was honest with everybody about everything. And the first police officer walked in with his buddy, and he goes, you can put that away, Jack. And he started laughing, and he goes, we know who you are. And it turned out that one of the police officers had a Pooter in his squad car. Later on, we started talking about it, and the guy goes, so here's what we can do. We have problems with this guy all the time. He's like a loose cannon. You can press charges, or you can just let it go. What do you want to do? Without any hesitation, I said, I'm not going to press charges, obviously. And he goes, okay, that's probably the best way to handle it. And I said, well, yeah, of course. That was the end of it. Literally, that was the end of it. They went and sat down, they talked to him, and they said, you're in jail enough as it is. The guy doesn't really want to press charges, and that's it. Simple. And that is the story. That is the whole story. So it's really, and I say all of that because it's actually not, it's a major, I feel like the video goes viral again every once in a while. Like now it's at almost, I think, 10 million views or something. And every time it starts circulating out there again, people are like, Jack Vale got punched. He deserved it. Farting on that guy's wife. Just when you look at the whole thing in context, I think you could kind of understand it. Listen, I had elderly people coming over to visit my dad all the time. And I did this stuff to them all the time. And everybody just thought it was hilarious. You can go back through and watch my videos and see people laughing at it. So anyway, that's it. Day one subscriber. Love your energy, Jack. If picture, thank you so much, man. And God bless you, man. Thank you, Vegan JD. I appreciate that very much. Well, should I do it? What do you think? Is it time to do it? Huh? Huh? All right, let's see. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Remember the blog TV chat. Yes. Blog TV days. Blog TV. I want to do Arthur. Oh, hey, what's up? There's a family here that I know. R3 BS. And it's supposed to be boys, by the way. Make that clear. I am here to try and win for my son, Benjamin. He is 9. You did a You Now with him about 2 years ago. Oh, my goodness. I did a You Now with him about 2 years ago. All right. You win. This has nothing to do with doing a You Now with him 2 years ago, but I love this. I am here to try and win for my son, Benjamin. He is 9. You know, Jackson's 9 too, by the way. Our 3 BS, send me a tweet at me. Tweet at me that you are the winner. They won for his 9-year-old son. Okay. Now check this out. I have more of these. And I decided that it might be kind of fun to give these things away. I ended up with a handful of these. So in a way, yeah, I should probably wait till tomorrow. I'll tell you what, I'll jump back on here tomorrow and give another one away. Fair enough? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Where did it go? Let me see. How do you... Oh, wait. Hey, people are getting mad at me. He's not a friend. I don't know him. He said that 2 years ago I talked to his son on You Now. Wow, this is amazing. I'm reading the comment. I'm going through trying to read all these comments. You guys got scammed. Look at this. Incredible. How did you read his comment so quick? Some people are saying congrats. Interesting. The same guy said you met his son. He's lying. I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, I would never in a million years just randomly pick or set up a friend to be on here. You know what? And to prove it, Detox says they're just joking. Don't look at the negative comments. This is really, a lot of people now are saying, yeah, I see that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're honest. Yeah, I know. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You don't have to prove. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm sticking to my guns. There's no question about it. We don't know Jack Vale Films personally. He was streaming on YouNow, and Jack guested our son when he was 7 and talked to him. And that blows my mind that anybody would have a negative response to that. That's crazy. I'm sticking to my guns. I love giving stuff away, and you never know which comment or how it's going to work or what's going to stick out or pop out at me and decide to give something away. But I have stuff to give away, and I'm going to do it. And so as often as I can, I'm going to do it. Okay. So anyways, it is what it is. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Thank you, Skittle Beezy. Chris, tweet at me, Chris, and I will send you one. No problem. You read a comment after. Wait. What did the vegan JD say? You read a comment after a story, and then randomly picked someone, right? That's right. I never said that. How I was going to do it. I didn't even know how I was going to do it. Toothpicks. Jesse just picked. Jesse, I just picked a winner for the Super Nintendo already. I'm trying to see if remember the lady that said she was going to sue me for farting on her in Walmart. So funny. Yes, I do. She was something, huh? She was not having it. My Rosalind accent is hilarious. Okay, more super chats. And I'll do some Rosalind. Just kidding. I'll do Rosalind anyway. I think what do you guys think about live prank calls and doing that on here? Like maybe if I go live more often and do like live prank calls with the voices, the old man, the reason people ask represents bees. Okay, so it's our 3 Bs. Okay. 3 Bs. All right, very cute. I love what were we just talking about? Oh, vocal coach. Yeah, I would love to do another vocal coach. Oh, we're talking about the Rosalind thing. So maybe I should start doing live prank calls, you think? Maybe I should. The reason I do those 2 voices in particular is because I can keep people on the phone for a long, long time. Because all you have to do with your voice, watch this. Here's a lesson in, I don't know, you think of it as a lesson if you want to. But if you just talk like this and slow it down a little bit, slow it down, and just kind of go down with your tone and get a little rasp in your voice here, then pretty soon you ought to be able to pick up the telephone and call whoever you want to call and tell them that you're an old man and they just need to be patient with you. Now, the key to being believable is to make sure that you really take your time in talking to them. Like, don't speed anything up, because people are going to be patient with the elderly. And so what I'll do a lot of times is, yeah, I don't take care of the credit card payments here, but my wife now, of course, she's here and she can get on here. And then Rosalind will come on the phone. Yes, what's going on here? What are you trying to scam us about here? And then now it's jackpot. Now they've got an elderly couple and they're going to try to sell them whatever they're trying to sell them. And that's why I do it, because the elderly people seem to work the best. And, you know, yeah. My grandma does it better. Prank Ed Bassmaster. Everyone agree? Maybe I can. I'll try to. Maybe I will. We'll see. All right. R3Bs. Tweet at me. I love you guys. I have more of these, so I'm probably going to start doing this more often, maybe every day, even. Who knows? And I'm going to give it like just a couple more minutes just to answer a few questions. If anybody is planning on, oh, let me click out of that. Sorry about that. Okay. Thank you, Daddy Daughter Broadcasting. I appreciate that. It means a lot. And thank you. USA 500. No, that didn't come through, weird citizen, city citizen. Didn't see it. Are you gonna do another live chat tomorrow? Yeah, I think so, Jimmy. I think so. What is some? I said I would tell what story? Can you do other voices? Yeah, I can do some other voices. I love doing voices. The first voice I ever did was a guy named Ross Perot. He was a presidential candidate. He was like a billionaire guy, and he was running for president for a little while. And his ears kind of stuck out like this, and he talked very quick. And he wanted you to know, he was a good old boy, but he wanted you to know he's very sharp. And he sort of talked like this. And he was very, you know, see, now that's what I'm talking about right there. See, he didn't like it when people cut him off in sentences either. Like if he was in an interview and somebody would talk over him, he'd go, excuse me, can I talk? Can I finish? Are you gonna let me talk? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And he was a lot of fun to watch. I actually saw him talk live once. Anyway, he was that was Ross Perot. I have some other voices that I do. I'll do them some other time. Lift the Pooter again. This is it right here. I think I'll get on here tomorrow and I might just get on here tomorrow and just give a bunch of Pooters away. They come in really nice packages too. I don't have a package with me right now. I wish I did, but I'll double check. Somebody said, "Whoa, big super chat." I know this guy's incredible. Jordan Harness. So you know what? And look what he said. Take your family to dinner on me, buddy. Love from Huntsville, Tennessee. Family is everything. I couldn't agree more. Let me click. There it is. Yeah, what a super nice guy. And I really appreciate that. You guys should go subscribe to his channel. Can you see? I don't even know how to click on the. I guess you can't. I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff. Just so you guys know, I upload new pranks every single Monday on my main channel. Okay? Every Monday morning on Jack Vale Films. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. It's been exactly 1 hour, much longer than I thought I was going to be. I love you. I'll see you.